atie for fan cheme nra ye hye and me and see radio go that atie for nyina fan cheme Benjamin Nsiah say want to amba studio
Anasa akwabi say Friday dey ya no okofom for weekend and now na mu.
oh say me ka say nka obi program na odi mafam
Said no ye din komotive news and ka ben ka ba na ke wian ke trinity.
and me free baby am wona meba
Na bi baby a on dey ka ho a. Baby a on dey ka ho. Baby me ma ha biom.
ehonye
Ben yenin komo kakra enra emergency cabinet meeting koso.
yeah
Ama directive abase some margins any taxes we are that petroleum products so are buying there no. For the next window no and take effect for 4 weeks. Yes, this move by government a good call. And I say one of those things are about be at me.
I think that since 2015 aban bia nhye da into me and cut tax for petroleum downstream. The MPP tried in 2024 price stabilization and recovery levy, but year announcement no 2 or 3 days later and Omoka said no that particular levy it needs to be reinstated until Oman to me and JJ Oman and also Oman to me and scrap will be to me maybe sada until this current government or tries or best suspend or best tax cut or remove tax or baby it's a good gesture. Symbolically it shows that the government is a people centered government. However, Senka afutifo no mutu president for no Senka omuyi omajuma year this tax cut wouldn't have been needed. Kayengia sebi ehuni emphasis of the cut because analysts anka mutu president for no and mutu cabinet for no and combine me say bono for manesa especially if nra cabinet share nra nimre nne bono swate expectation crown say by 16th of April no diesel and boy dey pa no bono so better without even government cutting taxes so basa na o cut tax na bono so no government is losing revenue and then the prices are also even dropping. So I think that it's a good gesture, but afutufoɔ no nka a proper analysis of the petroleum market nka bi a ɔmo mfa saa measure yi ɛmma. The second thing I'm going to be on is the tax and levies no ɛyɛ parliament and the passes mmara no, and my experience and some small reading, many lawyer there and I'm a parliamentarian there. But my experience in the downstream no, actually say abribia obe cut tax, obe remove tax, obe suspend tax no. Then now it was say who amend that specific tax no, and that's a specific levy no. Inti and also no, sanka futu for to meet to cabinet for year. And at the time frame, no, I don't know how they will do it anyway. It means in the maybe law no loophole bi obabi and I got bi obabi based on that maybe to me suspend the tax no. But sanka for no to president for year na cabinet year who the implication of this particular directive and the time frame within which you implemented directive here and kabia or mama president and say and cabinet and say 4 days. And come back and ask the next window and come back as be at the next 2 windows or 3 windows depending on say parliament are convening na parliament abe amend act the repeal bin over here what repealing act na yet a year feel so I think that afutifo no amwa president lastly and so the implementation normally the actual implementation, and I said direct implementers of some of these policies, the OMCs. And sometimes ube implement any policy, I was so engage OMCs, now ultimately mmerɛ a ɔmo betumi ɛde implement policy na mo because ɔmo na ɛgye sika na mo anaasɛ ɔmo ɛna ɛma sika no so ate but ɔmo ɔmo 4 days 4 days yi ebi a na obi atua tax ndada because ne amene okasa yi no next window no na yɛ I think 10th 12th 13th by Wednesday or Thursday no next window no ebe start this next window no start Thursday companies ni bi ho a they say Akara Energy, Star Oil, Goil, Zen Petroleum, Total, Vivo. Ebi ni mo ho a omoto product no in advance and product no utobia ebi cash and carry. Nti it means that utia taxes no in advance. Nti se me the OMC matua me taxes ni nyina in advance on behalf of my consumers. Na se wo ka se yenyin free so a how will I implement it next window unless dia aban assure me say sa tax no obefa kwan bi so atua ma de ama me. And only this ka so go dia aban ho a ntua ne den. So I think that sanka proper engagement course so a next window no too shorter for implementing some of these policies. And I'll tell you based on experience. Okay, say bra ye di one Ghana city neighbor no. A buy cast or the bano, Comac ever out the car say the period is too short for implementing because of when I could this kind of amount. It also much me realigning or more structures, young name be as much might be this kind of. So Honomono, I think that a put for so am more cabinet because I'm come cabinet. I think and can be a next 2 weeks or next 1 month so that within that time crano, a bit must steady market me to say if near crash a decade and I say my bono and Kadieka because prices have started dropping on the international market. So I think these are some of my concerns. But I don't blame the cabinet. I rather blame people who advise cabinet on this subject.
But don't you also think that Abia 2 weeks a year would have forecast go kwa home gym kakrai? Yes, will be ni more china 70. Na kokoba se ekopeje because now no the transport unions no threaten say say aban a intervene they want to make sure say almost ebeto ashantiadim and we know say the moment abeto ashantiadim it affects prices of goods and services in Ghana. And aban so to avoid sadie no any good call.
I think that with respect to Ashankafonia, that we are Makato say one major problem. The way my money say we don't use data in policy formulation. And we don't use data in advising government functionaries and as well as private functionaries and private institutions. Because I mean, you use data. What's inflation now? No credit. You see, average, 3.2. But within the various classifications, utilities, about 12%. But the transport sector inflation, declining, negative. Negative means that carbon is swatting. Aside that, interest is swatting. They say bank, Okobobusia, senior Kobitia, and they say, Untian is aside that, food inflation is swatting. Yemfan is in Myanmar driver for our motor and also swatting. So, and can we say establish a framework? And that is why the BIN Center say, or minor group a commercial transport regulator. And the regulator will pick this data periodically. And then this data will inform policy, especially transport fares, and cost. Any point say peggy transport fare increment on only fuel.
Okay.
Because there are other variables. And the other variables no be kan one, be na ebi swati. Ebi na ebi so ntie gina die gina. Fuel no kwa na akosi. Ntie no kwa no wo etia. Ebi na unhia 10% increase. Unhia 1% increase. Unhia 2%. Usai we ti kwa bia na unhia negative. E was say otisu because other sectors interest no ne duties no ne bibia na kofomti no. Fuel price increment no kwa ntimi affecting the price of the product. On the person channel. But because of say yeah omaya yen use data obia sorry also the open. And unfortunately the transport ministry has been a failure, not under this government, but been they are failure because they are not solving problems. Unfortunately, other sectors are not solving problems. So we should be very problem solving institutions. be implementing policies are well inclusive, well embracing, and development oriented. And the million much in California, yes, strong. Data ni be an fuel and other side are also benefiting them.
But that regulator can answer me. One is so for me. Is it from as if government or ban as should from the private sector?
So the road safety authority.
Yes.
There are certain parts may act and establishing. There are certain sections that talk about commercial transport regulation as CTOs. But in terms of a regulatory authority, I think the time has come for us to establish a regulatory authority under the Ministry of Transport. And no crown bit me abwa a fair pricing of your flight. That is a machine.
Okay.
Because sometimes the crew may see a real machine boarding. And or more pretty we have frivolous reasons for increasing air tickets and airfare. But your commercial transport regulator or picky data no or compare other countries. I didn't know boarding. Is it that lack of competition and I said there's collusive competition because of oligopoly? All these things will be analyzed so that Nippon the backers of episode 2 airfare more right? Until we need commercial transport operator. You mantemu cars are called inter and no crabit me actually a car was say for Accra, a car was there and they see and bandy box. Be a box, your castle will be 3 kilometers. So we need these organizations to give us fair pricing of our transport sector. But unfortunately for us, and who be our question, why there was all debate? It was the Minister of Transport and there was all debate.
Okay. Now me aduma Monday ubewashim eti boabo ho.
Okay. Oh guys.
Your friend or was born is Boache Papaje was right when he said JDM can govern the Western world. Do you know that Swedish government has announced plans to temporarily reduce fuel taxes? Okay. When you go to Sweden, the government planning to say almost so some taxes are binding on a temporary basis. No, they're going to make sure say one more suspend it. It's not just near